Welcome to the Under the Sea, 47. We've arrived just in time. It seems Crest didn't disclose the true object of the heist to his partners, so Akka has seized one of the satellite control unit's keycards as collateral until they can renegotiate. The militia have set up camp near the remains of a colonial outpost. Both Crest and the control unit should be nearby. You'll need to destroy the unit itself or render it inoperable by retrieving both keycards. Knowing Crest, he'll have given his to someone he trusts, but Akka is less inclined to delegate. She should be in the pirate base, which is not out among the locals. I provided you with a GPS tracker. Activate it when you're done, and I'll initiate extraction. The sooner we finish up here, the better.
Hi, I'm Jimmy, and this is a Let's Play series of the Hitman World of Assassination trilogy. This is the final episode, so I'm doing something special. I am still on Master difficulty, but as you probably noticed, I have varied up the default loadout a little bit. I've replaced the standard ICA 19 with the iconic Silver Baller, which is basically the same weapon, just a slightly better accuracy and has the ability to slow down time, but I don't really use that ability. And I have also chosen a Santa Claus outfit, which I'm sure will blend in just fine on Ambrose Island. I mean, obviously I joke, this is obviously like a gimmick suit, meant to make it seem even more silly that Agent 47 is blending in. But the default outfit for this location is like a tactical wetsuit, which is like not a great outfit if you want to try to convince people that you're local to this island. So here I'm just exploring. They hear them talking about there's sort of the bit of the story of what's happening on this island is there is a pirate group that's been using this island as a base, and there's more recently a militia group has taken up residence, and there is simmering tension between the two factions on the island. And we have one of our targets is the leader of each faction. So one of the targets is the leader of the pirate faction. The other target is the leader of the militia faction. So we are here to see what is going on. This is, as I mentioned in previous videos, but this is actually my first time playing through the island. I recorded this gameplay a while back when the map first came out, and I decided I wanted to try something different. So I'm playing on Master difficulty. I've also turned off Instinct and the Minimap. So I have no way of seeing the targets. Oh, here I found Nolan Crest. Or Noel Crest. So yeah, so I've identified one of my targets, but I can't highlight and see him outlined in red and know where he is. I had to actually find him.
Using the light to signal for Crest when she wants a meeting. It shouldn't be too difficult to exploit that. Yeah.
The other thing I've done is I've turned off the mini-map, so I have no way of knowing if someone's on the other side of a wall or up a flight of stairs that I can't see. So just making things a little more challenging for myself. This is actually a fun way to play, and it wasn't too hard to piece together. I mean, you'll see I fail a lot. I have decided to record all of my gameplay and edit it down to a more reasonable watch time, so I'm kind of showing off my sort of process of figuring out. So right now I'm just following the target and looking and seeing if any opportunities present themselves where I can kill Noel Crest. The one UI element, I left a few on. I left the Silent Assassin indicator on and the difficulty indicator on, so you can see I'm playing Master mode. Silent Assassin is on just so I know if I lose Silent Assassin. I don't waste time on a run that's doomed.
What does it matter? She cooks the same things we all do.
She doesn't. Always get food poisoning from the other cooks.
Here Noel is complaining to the head of the restaurant. He wants his favorite chef to cook for him, and he's convinced that the others all give him food poisoning. There's an opportunity to wake her up. She's sleeping in, and you can wake her up, and then Noel will eat the food, and you can surreptitiously poison it. But I didn't. That's not the method I used. So here I'm seeing, here's a group of people playing, or gambling. And in a little bit I'm going to notice an opportunity. There's a plug that you can turn on and off right here. And outside, yeah, there's a socket next to a water barrel. And there's Noel Crest, and in a moment he's going to walk right by that water barrel with the socket. So this is sort of the first kill opportunity that I identify for Noel Crest that I try to use. Oh yeah, so the other UI element I left on is I have the white dots to indicate enforcers. I use that, well, one, just to know if someone can see through my disguise, but also, without the minimap, I have no way of knowing if I'm in a trespassing zone. So, having the white dots appear over people's heads gives me a clue that I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be. So those are the few UI elements I used.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been here.
So I'm trying to see if I can distract that guy so he, like, leaves and I can shoot the plug and shoot the barrel.
Yeah, okay. I understand.
So yeah, I spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to make this work. Oh yeah, check out this building over here. This building it's a secure room. It's a kind of special meeting facility. There are a couple of story opportunities related to this. You can make the two targets meet in this room if you do the right thing. I'll talk about them more later.
Clearance to pass.
But yeah, I'm just sort of exploring, and now here I figure out these people are guarding, so I can't go up there. That's where the sort of pirates have their base. Basically, each of the two camps has their own base. The pirates and the militia group. So here I spot a car battery, which those are useful for setting up accidents. Although I completely forget about that later. So I'll point out. But there I find a wrench, which those are always useful to have. So
You cannot pass.
here I find another door that's guarded, another entrance to the pirate base. So I decide to sneak around and see if I can find an alternate way in. And right now I'm just mostly, sort of my first time playing it, I'm mostly just exploring the level, seeing what I can find, seeing where all the important items are kept, and trying to spot any assassination opportunities that might present themselves. I've already noticed a potential opportunity to kill Noel Crest, although I haven't figured out if I can make that work yet or not. I've also got this cool lit torch I picked up at near the beginning. Sort of seeing what I can do with that. So here I sneak up here, and here I'm being very stealthy because I kind of assumed this whole area was trespassing. But it turns out this area is completely fine, and
Has an open invitation.
anyone can come here.
Not the worst way to get an audience with Akka.
He said he had somewhere to be, but he got into my personal research stash. I hope
So the hippie there sleeping has
an
an invitation to meet with one of my targets, the pirate leader.
Suppose I am.
I'm doing my thesis about new applications for biotoxins native to Ambrose Island. If you find any unique frogs or flowers nearby, could you bring them to me? I'll be happy to share the results of my research with you.
Sounds promising.
That's what my advisor says.
I love that line. That's like some great Hitman dialogue. The irony, the PhD student who doesn't even pick up that Agent 47 is unusually interested in his research in biotoxins. And then he says, "Oh, sounds promising." And then he's like, "That's what my advisor says," in this sort of overly eager, enthusiastic way. Just a hilarious bit of writing. So here I'm just exploring, but here, yep, they're starting to notice me. So this area is trespassing on the side of the bridge, and this is where the militia keeps their base. So I decide to try and sneak in here a little further. Oh, I notice there's a brazier I can light. This is actually tied to an Easter egg. There's 4 of these on the map, and if you light all of them, it unlocks something cool. But I did not figure out that Easter egg. I had to look it up later. I did not figure it out on my first playthrough. It's a cool Easter egg, though. I like it, especially because it's a Monkey Island reference, which I love the Monkey Island games. So yeah. Anyway. I decided to try and sneak in here. I noticed that guard's sort of distracted, and the other guard, I'm behind the other guard. I think I'll be able to sneak in. And I think the cause is clear, but I didn't notice the camera. So I got caught on camera, and now Silent Assassin is void. There, I finally looked up and saw the camera that spotted me.
Hey!
So yeah, since Silent Assassin is out the window, I'm going to clean things up a little bit and do some more exploring. One of the differences between professional mode and master mode is in master mode, if you take out someone by shooting them or stabbing them, it ruins the disguise. So I can't take the disguise off of the guard I just shot. I'm gonna have to find a way to subdue someone more subtly. Yeah, that also ruined the disguise there. So I can't wear his outfit either, but decide to bust out a can of soda.
Man, please acknowledge. Come in, command. Someone.
And I knock this guy out. And now I can take his disguise and do a little more exploring. There, so now I've got a militia guard disguise, and I can check out. Oh, but this NPC busts out.
Responds well to a
Red leader, areas
Orson, yeah. So yeah, I knock him out. He ends up having
That's one of the key
one of the
guards
control
to the
units.
satellite control unit. We'll need to find the second if we want to fully lock them out.
So that's the sort of optional objective for this level. In addition to killing the two targets, you have to disable the satellite control unit, which is a piece of Providence tech that they've stolen. And I forget why, but if this group starts using that tech, there's a risk that they'll blow our cover. Oh, I forgot to mention, story-wise, this is sort of a flashback. This mission takes place before the Isle of Scale mission in Hitman 2. So that's why Lucas Gray is still alive and still part of the team. So I sort of explore around up here, just try to get a feel for the area. I think I found a machete stuck in a tree earlier, but I didn't otherwise find much. Here I get spotted, decide to try and take this guy out. Unfortunately, I am not very stealthy and get gunned down. And that's my first death. One of many to come. So start again, back at the beginning. So I do a little exploring. This is over on some huts by the beach. This door happens to be unlocked. I poke around in here. Find a garden fork. Find a brick. And under that brick there's a key. I don't notice it at first, but there's a key. I pick it up. That actually unlocks one of the optional exits to the game. Oh, I almost get spotted there, but I managed to leave the house, which is obviously a trespassing zone, before I get spotted. And here, this is on the same beach. I noticed these two guards patrolling back and forth up the beach.
Enjoyed my lunch the other day, and one of them kept throwing date stones at me.
I just want them gone as soon as possible.
So yeah, the pirates are not happy to be working with Moral Crest's militia group. So yeah, I noticed these guards are patrolling back and forth, and there's some tall vegetation over here. So in a moment, I'm going to try and lure one of the guards into the tall bushes to knock them out and take their disguise.
The hell was that? Go find out.
Sure.
Go in there and pick up the coin. And I choke this guy out while no one is looking. Drag him a little deeper into the bushes so the body doesn't get found. Then I'm going to take his disguise. And yeah, pick up his weapon. There we go, I've got a pirate disguise. So this will open up new areas for me and let me explore parts of the map that are currently off limits. I still haven't been able to get close to Akka, who's the pirate leader, so... Of course, there are also enforcers to this disguise. There's one enforcer in this sort of open area.
Yeah, keep it real.
Well, that's a fun opportunity. I don't actually use it at all. Probably the only player who didn't immediately jump into this, but you can join the slap fight and just knock some people out, and it actually gives you an opportunity to take out Noel Crest if you play your cards right.
My favorite.
Here they're watching the movie from Mumbai, Dalwad Rangan's film. They're watching the Dalwad Rangan movie from the Mumbai mission. Turning off the movie, I create a distraction.
Pissing me off.
Close the door so no one sees. Take this opportunity to knock these two NPCs out. I'm gonna hide their bodies. This is a sort of random setup. I don't know if this is for anything. I thought maybe I could use this distraction to lure someone else in here. Maybe get a silent assassin kill that way, but I couldn't figure out a way to make this work. It just seems to be just a thing they added for the sake of it, which Hitman maps are full of that. Ambrose Island is no exception. It has a lot of little details. But yeah, I was just trying to see if I could sort of use this room for anything. And potentially you could lure a target in here and isolate them and kill them, but I'm not sure how you would do it. I was also exploring this room over here. This is actually more useful. I didn't figure this out, but there's a pirate right outside this room, and you can, you know, open the door and use a distraction to lure them in here, and then you can knock them out and take their disguise. And that's easier than the sort of method I used for this mission. It's an easier way to get this disguise. Oh yeah, or you can, in addition to using the coin, you can also turn on the vacuum to use that as a distraction. And you can hide in the closet. Anyway, I explored a little more. I decided to go back to this room. But here I noticed there's an enforcer for the pirate outfit, so I can't go in the room with this disguise. See there, he's starting to spot me. But I decided to try and see if I can set up the accident by shooting the plug in the barrel.
The second you see that tower light up, you radio me. Got it? Aka's not gonna get any friendlier if she calls a meeting and I keep her waiting. Yes, sir. Understood. Good.
It seems the Crest is waiting for Akka to call a meeting. Getting them both in one place would certainly save some time.
So as I mentioned, there is a mission story to have them meet, and there are a couple of opportunities to exploit that. There's ways to get double kills using that. So I showed the plug without anyone noticing, but then that draws attention, and then they do see me when I shoot the barrel. So there goes Silent Assassin.
Can you ID the bastard? Might make it easier. It's right there.
So here I decided to restart, rather than trying to shoot my way out of that mess. So starting again at the beginning. You're used to hearing that line a lot. Here I take a different route off the beach and come to another smaller beach and a little side channel that I could walk through.
Have a lovely day.
And then I noticed this building over here where some men are working on a boat trying to repair it and get it working again. But it's a trespassing zone. I don't realize until it's too late and I get spotted, so I just decided to restart.
I saw Akka pacing around like a tiger.
Yeah, we're going to hear a lot about Akka pacing, like a tiger in a cage.
I'm not walking out of here looking like a total.
So here, yeah, in your suit, there's no enforcer, so...
my money.
And what's even better,
Fair and square.
oh, I was going to say, you could turn the switch on and off without arousing suspicion. I don't know if I figured that out this time, but I'm just exploring and seeing what I can get away with here. So far, this is, seems like it should be a straightforward kill opportunity. Set up an accident kill, which, as I've mentioned, are always great in Hitman because of the more relaxed rules around accident kills. Here I decide to follow Noel Crest around for a little bit,
sir.
listen in on more of his dialogue, see if I can
Understood.
figure out any other
You know what's
opportunities.
at stake here if we don't stay in everyone's good graces.
I do, sir. I understand fully.
Then carry on.
Yeah, keep it real.
So yeah, we hear him dressing down his men. So yeah, Noel sort of walks around the whole village area, just sort of paces back and forth from one side to the other.
Crest here. Anything to report?
So yeah, we found out that he's checking in regularly with the base. Just there's another opportunity related to that, but I'm not going to follow through on that. There's a lot of opportunities I don't follow up on because I just need one kill method for both targets. And it's sort of hard without clues to pick. So I try to choke him out again, but here, much more exposed, and there's a lot of people around. I get spotted right away.
I need help! Por favor! Necesito ayuda! Are you okay, man? What's up? I just a monstruo de hombre strangling this person. Oh, holy crap! This.
Oh, yeah. A couple quick shots, a couple of quick headshots. I'm able to take out everyone who is suspicious of me, and I decided to do a little more exploring. I avoided Silent Assassin, but this is a good opportunity to do some recon. And I also didn't really take advantage of the pirate disguise earlier, so I'm going to explore the pirate base now and see what Akka's hideout is like. So I walk through the door, head up the hill here. And right here, Akka has her massive compound, where she spends most of her time. She sort of tends to hang out up here and sort of wander around in this area, so she's harder to get to without a disguise. Yeah, so with the right disguise, I'm able to walk right in. And I decide to climb up this tower. I'm going to skip some of this, because it's a long trek to get up here. I'm going to pull out my silver ball. As you can see, it's highly accurate for a pistol, even at long range. If I had instinct enabled, I might be able to use it to snipe the targets, but without knowing where they are, it's hard to spot them and find them. So if I knew the map better, or if I could highlight them red with my instinct, I could probably find them and might be able to shoot them. But yeah, it's not going to work. Also, you know, shooting them out in the open like that is usually avoid Silent Assassin, because the body, even if they don't notice the kill, usually the body gets found pretty quickly. So I decided to choke this guy out, but then after a while, you know, sort of messing around up here, I realized that I'm not going to get a good opportunity to take out Akka or Noel from up there, so I head back down. There was the bag I could have kicked over, but I was up there for a while and I didn't see Akka walk under it. I don't think she does as part of her normal route. And I don't know if there's a way to lure her under there. Oh, here I find a propane flask, which is always useful for setting up accident kills. So I walk around, I do some exploring. I see a security room here. So yeah, an exposed plug and a water pipe. So yeah, there's another opportunity to set up an accident kill here.
They can't take a damn joke.
So I decide to explore over here and go up on the roof up here. This is sort of interesting. As a pirate, you have access to this sort of, you know, rooftop area, and you can watch over the village from up here. It's good to know about. It's potentially useful if you're trying to snipe someone, but yeah, not, again, also not useful really for a silent assassin playthrough. But I'm still sort of exploring and trying to figure out what my options are for this level. The one way that sniping can be useful in a silent assassin run is if you can use gunshots to trigger an accident. Like if you can shoot some kind of exploding vessel and cause it to blow up and kill your target. That can be very useful. But yeah, again, this is my first time playing through. I don't know the map well enough to know how to do any setups like that. So I'm just exploring around. There's a little room with a metalworker costume, but the disguise I have on is better. Lets me carry weapons, and there are a few enforcers, but they're pretty easy to avoid. They're not too many enforcers. So explore around a little more, and eventually I wander into this room.
Hey, over here.
Ah, friend of yours, 47?
So I noticed here, say NPC, a recurring NPC in the Hitman series, Agent Smith.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes. 47. I'm on real thin ice with Interpol. This assignment was supposed to be a gimme. Tag along undercover on some tankers, monitor the crews for any suspicious contact with pirates, and support local law enforcement investigations with whatever info I found. Should have been a piece of cake.
Do you need some help?
Yeah. I haven't heard any keys on their leader when she comes by. If I had to guess, I'd say she's keeping them somewhere private, like an office. If you can get those keys and open this door, I can get myself off this island.
Got it.
So Agent Smith, I think he's supposed to be an American CIA agent, and yeah, he has been caught by the pirate leaders. He appeared previously in the 2016 Hitman game. Oh, here, I'm back in the security room. I noticed there's a camera box here, so I destroyed the evidence. But yeah, he was in the morgue in Hokkaido. In my playthrough, I didn't find him, but if you have the right keycard, or if you have just a scrambler, you can open up one of the morgue lockers, and Agent Smith will pop out, and he'll give you a spiel and thank you for rescuing him. He also, I believe he appeared in Blood Money as well, which is one of probably the most popular of the earlier Hitman games. So here I've broken into Aka's office. I found some notes. More clues about the tensions between the pirate groups and the militia groups. I enjoy the sort of the story of this level. The sort of two groups at odds with one another, but sort of forced to work together. And there are some fun ways that Agent 47 can exploit that to get the job done. But I've also found the keys to the cages, so I'm going to head back down here and release our friend Agent Smith.
You should get out of here.
I'm gonna have to add you to my Christmas card list at this rate.
Listen, you see that car battery over there? She hooked up the cage to it and turned the juice on when she wanted to screw with us.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if she got a taste of her own medicine.
Consider it done.
So Agent Smith clues me in on a convenient kill opportunity for Aka. There's one other prisoner. I'm sort of waiting for him to get up and get out of the cell. And I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I've already ruined Silent Assassin, so I'm not really necessarily trying to kill Aka this run. I'm just sort of trying to figure out, because even if I do, I have to restart if I want to get Silent Assassin. I'm just trying to figure out what happens in this story event. And what happens is the other prisoner gets caught quickly because he has a bag over his head he can't see, and they call Aka, and she comes inside. Unfortunately, Aka can see through my disguise, so I have to be careful not to get spotted by her.
Which one is it? Don't let him out of your sight. We need him for the payout.
So she's just found out that Agent Smith has escaped. She's gonna go check on the cell.
How did they break up to this damn cage? It's a useless piece of trash.
I turn on the batteries.
Also known as Akka, leader of the
The
pirates.
hostages planted.
She should be carrying
For some reason, I assumed that just having the batteries on would be enough. That would electrocute her, but obviously not. And of course, fiddling with the battery is an illegal action, so I'm just going to go ahead and restart now. Having learned learn more about a potential kill method for Akka. So here again, I'm going to try to lure a guard over here.
What the hell was that? Go find out.
Gotcha.
I'm going to say guards, to refer to either pirates or militia, because they're both armed. There, I get spotted immediately. Trying to take the guard disguise. I'm still sort of figuring out the best way to knock this person out and take their disguise. And that was not it. I think I'm still trying to figure out who even spotted me. I can't use... Normally I would turn on instinct and the person who spotted me would be highlighted yellow. But in this case, I don't have instinct, so I can't do that. So I try using this bushes, which are a little further down along the path.
Yeah, no worries.
And hopefully a little more secluded.
Huh?
Managed to knock him out without being seen. Drag him deeper into the bushes. And I've got the disguise. So yeah, I head back into the pirate base.
This wound up.
I'm going to be going through the sort of same steps a lot. So I'm sort of cutting out a lot of the... Hopefully cutting out most of the repetition, just getting to the key points. I grab the key. Delete the evidence. And I'm going in here to talk to Agent Smith. And didn't realize Akka was in here and get spotted. So I'm going to have to be more careful next time. Starting again. Throw a coin to lure the pirate.
Hey, check that out.
Fine.
Knock him out. The body gets found before I can hide it. So, that's unfortunate.
So,
I think I was considering shooting my way out.
Oh shoot!
But things were starting to spiral, so I just restart.
You heard that, right? Well, go have a look, man.
No problem.
Choke him out again. This time I managed to drag the body before it gets spotted. Take the pirate disguise.
Makes me nervous.
Go back up to the base. Gonna go up here and grab the key.
Did he actually see him?
I'm gonna go down here and take the evidence. Yeah, I have to delete the evidence because I get spotted on camera on the way in. So once the cameras see you, you have to take care of the evidence. But I find I usually end up doing it. Here I'm being more careful to make sure Akka doesn't spot me. Now I'm going to talk to Agent Smith.
Mr. Smith.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes. 47. I'm on real thin ice with Interpol.
Here I have the key so I can just unlock him anytime. Unlock the door anytime, I mean.
Tankers. Monitor the crews for any suspicious contact with pirates.
You should get out of here.
I'm gonna have to add you to my Christmas card list at this rate. Listen, you see that car battery over there? She hooked up the cage to it and turned the juice on when she wanted to screw with us.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if she got a taste of her own medicine.
Consider it done.
So here, this time I noticed there's a valve that I can open,
Shit, that's my chance.
and this floods the cells with water. I'm gonna go in the box and wait for Akka to come in.
Fucking unbelievable! How did they even break out to this damn cage? Useless piece of trash.
I'm in the box so Akka doesn't spot me
The
when she
hostages
comes
can't
in.
go far. I want
Step
everyone
out.
out looking until they turn up. You! Hop!
Oh, and I was too slow. She spots me on her way back out. I'm gonna try it again.
I saw Akka facing
Starting over again. Use a coin to distract the guard.
Hey, check that out, will you? I hear you.
Knock him out. Drag the body in a little more. Take the disguise. Head up to the base.
Keep your eyes on the...
Delete the evidence. Come up here and grab the key. Go in here. Yep. And the coast is clear.
Hey, hey!
Gonna go talk to Agent Smith.
Know you!
Mr. Smith.
Friend of yours, 47.
Sight for sore eyes.
Go ahead and unlock the door right away
You should get out of
instead
here.
of letting him talk.
I'm gonna have to add you to my Christmas card list at this
So I'm
rate.
getting more practice at this. I'm getting a little
Listen,
faster and a
see
little
that
less
car
patient.
battery over there? She hooked up the cage to it and turned the juice on when she wanted to screw with us.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if she got a taste of her own medicine.
Consider it done.
So here again, I flood the cage. Wait for the other prisoner to escape.
Fucking
Hide in the box.
unbelievable! How did they even break out to this damn cage? It's useless.
I decide to get out as soon as her back is to me. Turn on the car battery right as she's walking inside, but the other guard spots me. I knock him out, but it's too late. He's already seen me, so silent assassin is void. So I'm gonna try it again.
Akka pacing around like a diver in a...
Okay.
First round is on me if you go check that out, okay? Got it.
All right.
Trying to get the subdue prompt, but it's not showing up for some reason. There, finally I get the subdue prompt. And I'm able to knock him out. Take the disguise. Head up to the base. Delete the evidence. Jump in here and grab the key. But yeah, this is sort of how playing a Hitman level goes when you're trying to get Silent Assassin. At least for me, is it's a lot of trial and error, figuring out the exact timing to get everything right, to get things to line up so you can get the kill and no one spots you.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
This is also why I'm not the best freelancer player, as I'm used to just sort
My
of
Christmas card list at this rate. Listen.
doing trial and error until I finally get the stars to line up and I pull it off.
Turned the juice on when she wanted to screw with us.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if she got a taste of her own medicine.
Consider it done.
So here I go ahead and turn on the water. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I feel like when I do it early, the other prisoner sometimes gets delayed in escaping. I feel like that slowed him down. Like when the water was on, he wasn't moving. Oh, he actually doesn't leave. Or still hasn't left. Yeah, he's finally gonna get up. I don't know if it was a glitch or that was because I turned the water on too early. But yeah, I decided to turn the juice on ahead of time. Hide in the box.
Fucking unbelievable! How did they even break out to this damn cage? Useless piece of trash.
Here, Akka walks in to the cell and gets electrocuted.
Akka's out of the way. Good work. That's one problem taken care of.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad accident.
Here I walk over and yeah, she has a key and she has one of the access cards to the control unit.
We'll need to find the second if we want to fully lock them out.
So we just need one more access card and that objective is also complete. I see the other cell has like a live pool and I'm worried that someone's gonna get electrocuted. I was gonna try and turn it off, but then I get spotted by the other guy who became suspicious of the strange the pirate he didn't recognize standing next to Akka's corpse. Or in the room with Akka's corpse. Here I decided to use the fish to knock him out. Accidentally hit him from the front and get spotted right away.
I saw Akka pacing around like...
Try it again. Throw the coin to distract the guard. Grab the fish.
You heard that, right? Well, go have a look, man.
The advantage of the fish is that it's faster and opposed to choking them out.
What's this now?
It's also, if you get punch glitched, it still knocks them out quickly, but not quietly, and that voids your silent assassin oftentimes. So, still, I'm trying to get him from behind. So yeah, here, deleting the evidence, going inside to grab the key. But yeah, this is the key to getting good at Hitman, is repetition, just doing the same thing over and over again until it works.
Sore eyes. 47. I'm gonna have
You
to
should get out of here.
Let Agent Smith out.
Listen, you see that car battery over there? She hooked up the cage to it and turned the juice on when she wanted to.
Here I decided to turn the car battery on first.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if she got a taste of her own medicine.
Consider it done.
Now I have to make sure I wait for the prisoner to escape before I turn on the water, because if the water and electricity are both on
Now's my chance.
while he's in there, he will die, and that will also ruin my silent assassin. So I'm just waiting for him to leave. Turn on the water. I'm gonna hop in the box and wait for Akka.
Cage. Piece of trash.
So I hop out. Akka gets electrocuted.
Akka's out of the way. Good work. That's one problem taken care of.
Here I have a few seconds where I can stand over a corpse and pick things up and it's not considered suspicious. And I do that and leave quickly before the guards start to catch on to me. I get stuck because the escaped prisoner is standing right there. So I had to sort of push my way through him, past him. Then I decide to leave, and now I've taken out one target. I've got one of the control units. I've taken out the evidence. I've decided I am easily halfway through the level, and now is a good time to save. So I drop my only save for Master Mode. Here we go. Yep, so we're done with that section. We've got our first target taken care of. From here on out, we're just focusing on taking out a Noel Crest and finding the other control unit. And, thanks to our earlier recon, we even know who has the control unit. Oh yeah, this is a fun opportunity. Not really tied to anything, it's just the game gives you an opportunity to craft a remote explosive in the mission if you find the right items and bring them to this table. I don't use it, but it's a cool thing that they add. I find a wrench sitting on the table here. Here I'm back to exploring and reconnaissance and trying to figure out a kill method for Noel Crest. So I had to check out this room. There's another enforcer for this disguise, so I duck back out. I'm gonna head back down and wander around the village some more. So here I see Noel Crest walking with his guards through this street. And then I notice he walks right past a water barrel. So this is potentially another electrocution opportunity. If I can create a leak in that barrel, throw a battery in the water, that'll give me an opportunity to electrocute Noel Crest. Which again is an accident kill, so just like with Akka, the electrocution kill doesn't void silent assassin when the bodies are found or when the kill is noticed. So they're very powerful. Anyway, I do a little more exploring and I find this cave. This is just up north of the beach where I subdue the guards. I hide behind this guard and just wait a few minutes.
It's there and you don't think about it much, and then poof, it's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Whatever you say.
actually now when I play Ambrose, this is actually often the first place I go, because you can go behind this guard, subdue. You have to take out, there's a camera, so you need a silenced pistol to be able to take out the camera. But once you do that, you can subdue this guard, and actually if you leave him just right where he falls, the body doesn't get found. I made the mistake of trying to drag him somewhere further away, thinking it wouldn't get spotted, but it actually had the opposite effect. He absolutely gets spotted here. And if you just leave him where he falls, he doesn't get spotted. So that's something I figured out later. But that's a convenient way to get this guard outfit early on. The method I end up using to get this guard outfit, once I figure things out, is way less convenient. So yeah, I knock out this other guard, just drag him out of the way. Since I've lost Silent Assassin, I'm just doing some exploration from this point. Just trying to see what I can figure out. So I decided to check out this new area I've stumbled upon. And here we have the satellite control unit. Yeah, this is convenient if I weren't doing well, it's not exactly a default loadout, but if I weren't sticking with just pistols and a coins and a fiber wire for my loadout, I could have smuggled in either an explosive or an EMP device and blown this up. And that's a very convenient way.
Crest wasn't planning to sell the control unit back to them at all.
You can also take it out manually, but you need the right tools, and there's like a couple steps to it. I forget how to do it. Yeah, anyway, I'm, working on getting the key cards. So I think I was just sort of exploring to see if this would be easier than getting the other key card, but obviously there are plenty of enforcers around here, so it's kind of hard to be sneaky. So yeah, so you can override it, but you need to disable the safety first, and you need a screwdriver to open the grate to disable the safety. So it's a little complicated and requires a bit of sneaking. And I haven't figured out how to get here. As I mentioned, I lost Silent Assassin on my way in, so I'm still thinking, well, if I want to do this, I have to figure out another way to get this disguise to come down here, and turns out this isn't that hard, but on my first playthrough I wasn't able to figure out this method. Anyway, I decided to head up these stairs here, and this takes you sort of up to the upper floor that I was exploring earlier. Yeah, this is the area that's across the bridge. That's one of the tricky things about playing this map the way I am, is this is a very confusing map So it would have been helpful to have the mini map available while I was exploring. It would have been easier to figure out how all these different areas were connected. But anyway, I come down this set of stairs, stumble on a cool Easter egg. So in this cave back here, there's a treasure chest. And inside we have a disguise, some gunpowder, and some cannonballs. And we have the classic Buccaneer outfit, the sort of traditional 17th century pirate outfit. So this is a cool Easter egg. There's actually a challenge connected to this Easter egg and the other Easter egg with the braziers that I mentioned. If you follow that one all the way through, it lets you get a saber. And there's a challenge to take out the targets wearing that disguise with a saber. So anyway, it's just a fun Easter egg. I'm just showing you. I don't use it, but it's just a fun thing to know about. So I'm just doing a little more exploring, just seeing what I can figure out.
Hey, you
I get spotted again. Decide to knock the guy out.
Oh my god.
Oh, and that body gets found, and very quickly people are going to catch on to me.
Don't you have something that you could be getting on with, huh?
And this time I walk right past the battery and don't notice it. I think at this point I'm realizing I need to find a battery, but I'd forgotten about the battery in that room. And yeah. I don't end up finding it again. I end up having to find a different battery entirely. Spoilers for later in the video, but... And here I notice a great find. There's a village master key right in the bar here. And this master key opens pretty much every door, or every hut in the village. So it's very useful for opening a bunch of locked doors. But yep, so finally, the guards have caught up with me. And I decide to restart. Or not restart, I reload. I made a save now, so I don't have to do the beginning over again. Okay. So yeah, so now I know about that master key, which is very helpful. So I decided to go down here and get the key. The pirate guard, the pirate disguise, and the militia disguise can both pick up that key without suspicion, but you can't do that in your suit. I find that out later. So I decided to go in here. I explore a bunch of huts in the village, but I don't really find anything useful in them. But this is the meeting room. This is a meeting room that Akka and Noel use. So if you... This is useful because there are a couple double kill opportunities related to the meeting that you can arrange here. But while I'm exploring, I get spotted in that room, which is a trespassing zone.
Do not hear me. Beat it, I said.
Decide to bust out the fish. Do some fish slapping. But can't quite get all three before I get shot. So here I'm back to this location. I'm still trying to make this kill opportunity work with the barrel and the plug here. It just seems like a great opportunity. I know Noel walks right by here. I know if I can just... And this time I managed to set up the opportunity without losing Silent Assassin. I just have to sneak away and lie low. But yeah, I managed to make it out of the area. They're suspicious because they heard the gunshots, but I'm able to lie low for a bit. Then I decide to come back here and pick up my Santa suit again. Oh yeah, here I noticed that guy was an enforcer. That's why it's convenient to have the white dots. Eventually I realize it's because I'm still carrying the AK. It's not called that, but you know, the assault rifle. I have it on my back, so that's why I'm suspicious in this suit. But once I drop the assault rifle, now I'm clear. And I come back here, I've already set up the barrel and the plug.
What's up?
And I can turn this off and on at will. You can see it's not a suspicious action, so I can turn it on. And there I have an electrified puddle, so it seems like I've got a kill opportunity set up. And now I just need to figure out... Need to wait for Noel to walk by, and I'm hoping he'll walk through it, and I can just turn it on at the right time and take him out. So, wait a little bit longer. Noel Crest walks by, and that's when I realize he walks by the puddle, he doesn't step in the puddle. So I think that's the time when I realize this opportunity isn't going to work. I come back here to get the key, but it's suspicious in the suit, so I can't pick it up. I'm still learning the rules. That was the first time I tried to pick it up while wearing my suit. So I come back here to get the pirate disguise again.
Hi.
And this time I have to figure out how to get around the enforcer to get back in the bar.
What?
But I can just take these steps up and over and around. It's pretty simple.
Keep your eyes on the toy soldiers. They're up to something.
Yeah, the key is useful. I unlock a lot of huts. I feel like I unlocked every hut except the one with the sleeping chef that I mentioned earlier. There's the chef that's asleep, and if you wake her up, there I'm using a screwdriver to puncture the barrel to create a leak. It's just a quieter alternative to using the pistol. But yeah, if you wake up the chef, then Noel Crest will eat the food in the restaurant, and then you can poison him. But yeah, I just never figured out that opportunity in this playthrough. I feel like I unlocked every hut except hers. Oh well, missed a lot. I also missed out on the slap fight. I think I spent a lot of the time I spent here I was in this disguise. So I was like, oh, I can't go there because the enforcer will spot me. That enforcer, he's one of the differences between master mode and professional mode. In professional mode, he's not there. So you can do the slap fight in this pirate outfit on professional mode, but it's can't really do that on master mode unless you distract or eliminate that enforcer first. But yeah, the slap fight challenge is a really fun opportunity, and it's too bad that I didn't try it out. So there I'm watching Noel Crest walk through the village. And I come back over to this building. I got spotted here earlier when I was exploring in my suit, but this disguise is allowed inside, so I'm able to do a little more exploring this time. A little more careful coming in, but I don't see the white dots, so I know I'm safe. Oh, they're talking about cigarette brands. That's related to another opportunity. It's actually sort of tied in with the mission opportunity. There's a prisoner that Noel Crest has in his base, the prisoner was working with Akka, and he's unfortunately he's died in captivity. So you can find him and present evidence of that. So here I think I'm about to notice the battery. Here I'm looking at the clue about the White Tiger cigarettes. That's related to the prisoner in the base. That's another opportunity I could have taken in this mission. This mission is a very fun... I haven't really given my opinion on the level, but I really like Ambrose Island. It's a fun environment. As I've said previously, it feels like a fun adventure/vacation. There's a lot of different things to do. The environments are all varied and interesting, or the sections of the level are all varied and interesting, and yeah, there are like plenty of good opportunities to take out the targets in various ways. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But here I finally notice the battery and pick it up. So there, finally I have a battery, and this one I don't forget about. So I've got a puddle, I've got a battery, got everything a growing hitman needs to set up an accident kill.
Oh, wait, are we taking in Australia
There.
now or something?
Oh, and that he sees me throwing the battery, which that spoils Silent Assassin. So I restart. So yeah, I'm just taking out Akka. I'm gonna head down the stairs. Gonna use a screwdriver to punch a hole in the barrel.
They wouldn't touch
And pick up
anything
the
without
battery.
filter. Yeah.
There, I come here right after Noel Crest walked by, but I decided to try and set up an opportunity for their next walkthrough. So first I throw the battery, get out the coin. I was trying to lure them in, but I stepped too close and electrocute myself. So that was a stupid death. A lot of those in this playthrough. Oh here, this is where I get the screwdriver from. I didn't show it previously, but this room has a screwdriver, so that's one thing this room is useful for. Go down here, punch the barrel. Pick up the battery. Back here. Decide to drop the coin first.
Hey, senor, you dropped something.
Oh, there, Noel Crest is going to go for it. I try to slow him down. No, I decided to pick up my coin. I don't want to lose my coin because I'm not ready to kill him. Because I know I can't throw the battery without being spotted. So yeah, gonna try again. Gonna leave the coin there. And I'm just setting this up so that he'll walk through it on his next loop is sort of my idea. Finding a good spot to... Oh, I think I was looking to pick up the coin I dropped earlier, but I couldn't find it. Probably someone picked it up. So there, set up the trap.
Can you go check it out?
But then someone else heard the noise and is going to investigate, so I try to stop them, but I electrocute myself on the way to intercept them. So yeah, a lot of stupid deaths on this. So here I'm gonna punch the barrel again. Gonna pick up the car battery.
Okay. Hey, mister, you dropped something.
Drop the coin. And here I realize this woman is going to walk through here. So at this point I realize that I'm going to have to time this a little better because I don't want to kill her in the trap. So I pick up my coin so she doesn't... She gets confused for a moment, wondering what happened to the coin.
Sir, you need to pick that up.
Drop the coin again.
Perdón, senor. I
Oh,
think you
and there's Noel. Noel Crest right behind her. So I tried to try and throw the battery over.
Good job.
It's hard to throw objects without it locking on to people's heads. One of the things I wish they would make it easier. Oh, yep, I got spotted throwing the battery again, I think. So that silent assassin was void, so I'm going to try again. Wait for this woman to walk by. Punch the barrel. Grab the battery. And here. I'm still dropping the coin.
Perdón, senor.
I don't know why I do that. Like, I've already tried to walk by it, and I've discovered you can't walk through there without electrocuting yourself. I don't know why I think I need a coin to lure him closer, but I do for some reason. Oh, there again, I get spotted throwing the battery, so I've already lost Silent Assassin. Managed to take out Noel Crest, but yeah, Silent Assassin's void, so
Now you just have to deal
I'm gonna have to try again. I think I was hoping he would have another satellite control key on him, but he doesn't. So, decide to reload. Go down the steps. Punch the barrel. Pick up the battery. Yep, I see the woman. She's about to go past. Oh, I threw it early. Don't know what I was thinking there.
What?
Anyway, try to delay her. If I bump into her enough, I think, oh, maybe Noel Crest will get there before she does. Unfortunately, one of the guards heard the battery being thrown, and he gets electrocuted. So, there goes that attempt. Yeah, I'm gonna head down, punch the barrel. I think I've already picked up the battery, so I'm just waiting for the right opportunity here. I wait till after she passes, then I throw the battery.
I'd appreciate it if you'd go check.
There, she gets distracted by the noise. I bump into her.
Watch your step.
Just sort of keep her occupied just long enough, and then there, Noel Crest gets electrocuted. Didn't need a coin or anything.
That's Crest taken care of. Now you just have to deal with the
I think I assumed I must have avoided Silent Assassin in there somewhere, but nope, that was a clean hit on Noel. So that's 2 targets down. I just need to get the last key. And I remember it was somewhere up here in the military base, so I go back here, go up these steps.
Hey, are you into biochemistry at all?
Here I'm back with the overeager biochemist grad student. So I am looking around up here, trying to find opportunities. I want to get this disguise, and then I can sneak across the bridge and hopefully find Orson, the NPC with the other key card. That's the last thing I need, and then I can leave the mission. So I let him go past me, and as he's walking back, knock him out. I'm hoping no one else will come by here and his body will stay hidden. But now I've got a malicious guys, and I've already taken out the footage, so I don't need to worry about the camera up here. And that guy, he's an enforcer, but he sort of looks at his shoes. He's not really, most of the time he's not really looking up, so he's pretty easy to sneak past. You have to get very unlucky to be spotted by him. Or if you, like, make a loud noise or get distracted. Anyway, the body gets found, so there goes Silent Assassin for this run. But I'm getting close. So I decided to explore around up here and just make sure I can find the guy who has the keycard. Last time I got violent, things got loud, and the man with the keycard came out to me. But this time I'm going to have to try and spot him. Oh yeah, an Ether pamphlet. I think Ether was the corporation back in Sapienza that was working with Caruso, work on the biological weapon. Ah, and there I finally spot the Orson, the NPC with the other keycard. He's an enforcer to my disguise, so I'll have to be a little careful knocking him out. But yeah, if I can just figure out a way to knock this guy out and not have his body be found, I should be good. This is another thing where having a more flexible loadout would be helpful. Like if I had a tranquilizer gun, then I wouldn't need to worry about his body getting found. I could shoot him with a tranquilizer, he'd be knocked unconscious, I could pick up the keycard, and then if the body gets found later, it doesn't matter, because tranquilized bodies don't count for Silent Assassin. Same as accident and poison kills. So I sneak up on him. I notice this is a nice secluded area that he walks through. I sort of get the idea that I can maybe knock him out there, and the body wouldn't be found. But yes, I should knock him out just to confirm that yes, he is the guy who has the key card. He also carries a silenced pistol, which is helpful.
The rest will be.
But yeah, need to try again because I want to get Silent Assassin. So I go down here, get the screwdriver, punch the barrel.
Threads in the boat. Good one.
Get the battery.
White tiger. I used to get my dad's hat.
Wait for this woman to walk past. and just the routes line up that Noel Crest and his men are following not far behind her. I decide to throw from a more secluded place so I don't get spotted. And I can also time it so that it lands there right as Noel Crest is arriving.
What?
So as soon as I spot him, through the gap, I throw the battery and take him out. But then I go the wrong way, they see me next to the body and get suspicious, and I lose Silent Assassin because I've been spotted. So go down, get the screwdriver, go here and punch the barrel. Go here and grab the battery. Again, wait for this woman to walk past. Duck under here again. This strategy is all good. I just need to wait till I see Noel Crest just coming on the right in between the slats. And then I can throw the battery. There, I see him. I throw the battery. That's Noel Crest taken care of. And this time, I walk the other way.
Now you just have
Yeah, don't walk past the man you just killed. Walk away and don't attract suspicion. Go back up here to the eager biochemist.
Are you into biochemistry at all?
And now I just need a way to get this disguise without being spotted. I do a little exploring. I try turning on this battery, or generator. Unfortunately, that just wakes up the hippie, which wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to lure the biochemist out of the way. So, I do a little exploring. I notice down here, there's a pretty secluded area here, and I don't see any NPCs patrolling up in this area. So I start to get an idea. So I wait. The hippie is going to go lie down and go back to sleep. I look over here on the bridge. See the guard standing on the bridge. I'm just waiting to see which way he goes. Yeah, just confirm that he's heading the other way, so I've got some time. Yeah, now I'm going to put my plan into motion. I subdue the poor biochemist. A little too bad. He was just out here, happy, doing research. Oh, funny glitch, the body does a little backflip. But yeah, I just need to get him out of the way so no one sees me knocking out the guard. And I stash his body over here. Actually, if you find the poisonous plants and the poisonous frog and bring them to him, that's actually it's cool. Like from the plant, which is an emetic poison, he can convert that into a lethal poison. And then if you give him the frog, which is a lethal poison, he can create a device which functions like an emetic grenade. But it's very useful because it's not, unlike a normal grenade, it's not suspicious to carry it, even if you're in a civilian disguise. So it's a very handy item to have, almost as good as the Seeker, which is the name of the emetic dart gun. So, yeah. And you can actually unlock that item by playing this mission. So that's a very handy unlock that you get for Ambrose Island. One of the more useful tools. So yeah, I'm just dragging the guard around back here. I decided this is going to be my hiding spot for these bodies. I take the disguise. Now I'm going to head back over here to the militia base. And one thing I noticed, like I sort of noticed this as I was watching the playthrough, but I think Orson, this Orson character, I think he might be the same character who was in the house with Anna in Hawke's Bay. The sort of tutorial mission for Hitman 2. He's the boyfriend, aka Sean Rose 2. He's the boyfriend of your target in that mission. I think it's the same person. It might be a different person, but they do like to recycle some of the secondary NPCs between missions. Which implies that Agent 47 is restrained in his killing, because theoretically, if you killed this guy when you were taking out Anna, I believe her name is, then he can't appear in this mission. But so yeah, here I see him walking through the secluded area. Throw a brick to the back of his head to knock him out. And I pick up... Oh, yeah, there's the other access card.
The control unit is little more than a military-grade paper. And that's that. The rest will pick up the pieces. It's time to go, 47. See you soon.
Now it's time to exit the mission.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't regret some part of this.
There's one of the poison frogs, if you're looking for them. There's one over here. And there's a poison plant sort of over on the trails. I think it's near where I hid the bodies. But yeah, if you're looking for those, they're pretty easy to find. They're all around up here. If you're looking to complete the challenge with the biochemist. So yeah, I just need to find my exit. I actually don't know it, but there's one of the items in my inventory is like a switch I'm supposed to activate when the mission is done, and it gives you a couple extract points. So it basically just creates 2 new exit locations on the map where you can get picked up by a helicopter. And one of them is actually on the bridge I just crossed. So I could have ended sooner if I'd known about that, but I didn't really figure that out. It took a while of messing with that device to figure out what it actually did. It doesn't help that it doesn't do anything until after you've beaten the mission. You literally, like, you can press it and it doesn't do anything for like 90% of the level. You have to know, oh, when the mission is over, press the button to get an evac. Which, they mentioned that in the briefing, but I didn't get what they were saying, and I didn't figure it out until a while later. So anyway, I'm just going to head back, just come back out, leave the mission the way I came from the boat on the western beach. And yeah, this is the final episode of my Hitman World of Assassination Let's Play. Unless they release a new level, but I don't think they're going to. But in any case, I'm having a lot of fun playing Freelancer, so if you're enjoying this series, I would recommend checking out that series. I've got a playlist for it as well. And that one's updating weekly as well. So yeah. I'm going to stay and confirm that I got Silent Assassin. Oh, we're going to see a lot of challenges pop, because this really was my first playthrough. So yeah, I got Silent Assassin. You know, because I got the challenge. So yeah, it's Silent Assassin. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in future videos. Goodbye.